And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back inside the StreamYard for the third time this week. It is your host of the Fighting Queens interview. I am yours truly, Jake, not from State Farm. And today I am very excited to get a chance to have my next guest who recently made her peak fighting debut. It was a very bloody one, but you know what? She got the victory at the end. Let's not waste any time. Please help me welcome in Miss Ashley Mazzoli.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on, Miss Ashley? How you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm sorry I mispronounced your last name. I was trying to make sure I get that right.
Oh no, it's okay. It's kind of different everywhere, like especially in the South. It's like maziol, mazoli, and it's like it doesn't matter.
I heard the announcement. I was like, it's Mazzoli, but I ended up saying Mazzoli. I'm like, oh my gosh, Jake, you just listen to that.
No, you're okay.
Well, excuse me, I've been fighting some sickness, but you know what? At the end of the day, let's go ahead and get things started, shall we? So we all get inspired by what we do best. Me when it comes to interviewing, you when it comes to fighting. So what inspired you to start fighting?
It's actually my dad. I started doing jujitsu when I was about 12 years old, and I have always liked horses growing up. So my dad's agreement was, okay, if you want to do horses, you have to do jujitsu. And I hated jujitsu at first. I was like not about it. I would show up to practice and let everybody just beat on me. Cause my thing was, okay, maybe if he sees I suck so bad that he'll just be like, "You're wasting my time and money, girl." Nope. He was just like, "Well, you're gonna keep getting beat up, I guess." So that's where it started. I was like, "Man, this sucks," and I tried it, and I was like, "Well, this is actually pretty fun. It's not too bad." And then I did my first tournament like a month later, and I loved it. I was hungry for it, so I was like, "Ooh, guess we're gonna do this."
I
Ooh.
really like I really like that for sure. I mean, at least you're not dealing with horses. I mean, at least you're fighting people instead of fighting with horses, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I have my horses now though, so it all worked out.
Hey, I mean, you never know. I mean, I'd much rather deal with people than to be dealing with horses because just like people,
Oh yeah,
most horses can be stubborn, right?
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh Lord. And of course, the one thing I gotta get you to talk about is that you train at Global Martial Arts. Talk about how much they have helped you and how much have you enjoyed training with them.
Oh man, it's a lot. Like my main training partner, she's like has fought for Invicta before. She's just a great person. Like sparring wise, she's so technical with her striking and grappling. Like she pushes me probably the most in the gym. My coaches, they're always there for me. I mean, as mentors and even outside of the gym, like we'll hang out. We've gone to the beach before. Training wise, like man, whatever they see I just am kind of sucky on, they're like, well, we need to fix that. And I'm like, yeah. Training
And
partners too, they're awesome, man. I mean, like, whether some of them can make it or not, like, I always get great training out there. Make sure I'm on weight, dieting good, mentally good. So, yeah.
And one thing I gotta get a chance to ask you this, this is from each fighter's different perspective about training. I mean,
Mm.
there's great times about training, there's the awesome parts that we love about it, but then there are times that can be most difficult parts. So, from your perspective, what has been the hardest part about training?
Man, you would think it's the training, but really the hardest part is dieting. Me, I'm a big foodie, so it's a struggle sometimes, like especially cuz just because I have to suffer doesn't mean like my coaches around me have to like eat the same thing or my friends or like my parents even and stuff. So if I see them like laying out a pizza and eating it, I'm like,
Oh,
but
not the pizza.
oh yeah, no, it sucks, but it's, you have to sacrifice for what you want to do. So, and I've honestly eating clean has made me realize how much my body like needs that fuel. Like I could put different fuel into my body. It could be like the bad pizza or it could be like my little chicken bowls with rice and beans in it and some salsa. Like that is way better to eat. Like I could feel the difference when I'm training too. I'll feel slow and like just sluggish when I'm
Yeah.
training if I eat something bad, but that is like, man, I feel like I'm going 100 miles an hour.
I really like
But
that. And one thing I really like about this is that, for most folks that don't know, when we
Hmm.
scheduled this interview, he's like, wait, let me talk to mom real quick because she's the one that does most of your scheduling. How did that came about? And talk about your relationship with your mom because it seems like she's been by your side ever since you've
Oh,
been doing all this.
yeah. So my mom is like my manager because God bless myself. I cannot keep times and schedules worth for crap. I'm like bouncing all over the place. I have horse lessons, like I teach horse lessons, or I'll be at the gym, and it's just so hard for myself to keep up with things. And out of everybody, I really trust my mom the most with that kind of stuff because, like, she knows how to put her feelings aside, and it's not just like, oh, if you want to do this, like she doesn't put her feelings into it. So if I make a personal decision about like my career and stuff, she'll like contact people and just organize everything for me. She won't be all like, well, I don't think you should do it like this and this. If she sees something's wrong, she'll be like, okay, I think you should see this because this is a little fishy and stuff. But my mom is really organized and keeps everything on schedule. And just she helps me make really big decisions. Sometimes it's hard as a barely turned 18-year-old to make big decisions. And my coaches are always in these decisions with me, but yeah, my mom helps a lot with that kind of stuff. Me and her are really close. I mean, she goes to all my practices and just likes to watch me like just to see how I'm doing and stuff, make sure I get the right training in and that I'm on board. She can tell always if I'm off and stuff. But yeah.
I mean, and shout out to your mom for sure. And the one thing I gotta get just to ask you is that I don't see how you do it between the horses, the training, everything. You must have some sort of something that helps you out because you're with me with the interviews that I do. The one thing that helps me out
Hmm.
is like music, for example. Music is like my biggest go-to when it comes to get myself ready for anything. So, what's your biggest go-to as far as helping you getting yourself ready throughout any sort of day that you're having?
I think that my biggest go to is honestly, I mean, the horses and everything, it is a lot to do, and
Yeah.
everything I do is very time consuming, but the horses is actually like my escape at the end of the day to get away from like fighting and stuff. Like, yeah, I could go on a walk and stuff, but to me, it's a little boring. It's like, well, I'm just going on a walk like everyone else. When it's like I can go outside and brush my horses down or just hang out with them. It's that and my Bible. Ever since I've met my boyfriend, he's been like super big impact on me. Like, I've never wanted to be closer to God until I met him, and every any chance I get, I like to open that up and just write my stuff down, study it, just talk about it to my friends and stuff. My coaches are like big on that kind of stuff too. So it's nice to talk about that kind of stuff too with
I
somebody.
really, I really like the fact that you have basically have a group of people that will surround you and will help not only just motivate you, but yet will help you out spiritually. And I feel like that, in this day and time, we desperately need some sort of a group, some sort of a family, like the way that
Mhm.
Global has treated you. And I really like that for sure. And before I get to my next question, though, for anybody who does have Instagram, if you want to follow Miss Ashley, please go follow her at Ashley underscore Bashy underscore Mazzoli. And trust me when I tell you, she is an amazing individual. I mean, without a doubt, just an amazing human being. I believe you have a comment real quick. And yeah, this is from Miss Ava, I believe. She says, I love you, Ashley.
What the heck? Love you too, girl.
That's actually our first comment of the week. So, Ava, thank you so much.
Heck yeah.
That is awesome. The fact that Ava was our first comment of the week. But yet, back to my next question. And yet, the one thing I love about the sport is that it's not only just the physical aspects of the sport, but it's also
Mhm.
the mental aspects. I can't tell you how many times I've had the honor and privilege to talk about how much this sport has helped each fighter out mentally. So my question to you is, how much has the sport helped you out in such a mental way?
Oh my gosh, a lot. I was always that kid at school who was kind of like shy, and I would have friends and stuff, but definitely was not the outgoing kind in school. I was super like kind of to myself, only was like myself around certain people, like my friends. And man, now that I've done martial arts and stuff, I'm kind of like, man, I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm like, you kind of have to accept me for how I am. It's
Yeah.
like definitely like I can walk into a room now and I'm just like waving at everybody, smiling, like I don't care. I'm like, well, you can't be with me if like, you don't even know me or anything.
And,
So definitely has
and
helped a lot. I will say that.
I I will tell you this though, and yet this goes to anybody that's watching this live or will watch this once when it gets posted on YouTube. If you're struggling with mental health or any sort of that suspect area, first of all, please go get the help they need because I
Mhm.
will tell you this. I've been doing this now for 3 years, and yet the fact that I get a chance to see and hear the stories that you girls share, because fans don't understand that you're not just warriors, you're human beings. And one thing I can tell you is that if you're not being loved by your own family, just go to any gym. If you're in the area as far as global martial arts, go join them. Go join any sort of gym because I will tell you this: if you're not being loved by your own family, Ashley can vouch for me when I say this. If you join any sort of gym that you're at, you're being
Mhm.
loved by the gym family because they'll treat you more if you're as like family itself.
Oh yeah. And that's a great point. Like, I've never wanted to kill myself, but I've definitely been in a dark time to where I was kind of like, man, what am I even doing with my life? Like, why am I kind of even here? Like, what's my purpose? And when I found the gym, like, I didn't have to go around telling anybody like how I felt, but just the gym environment is so warm and welcoming. Like they don't know what you're going through and stuff, but they always come at you with warm and open arms. And if you need to talk, my professors are always there. And man, it's just been a great experience. It's crazy to see how much I've grown just going through martial arts. Like, and at any of my gyms, all of my instructors has always been like a dad to me. So it's just crazy see it like that, but
And plus, not to mention that is, it's such a rarity to even have conversations like this because people don't understand how
mhm,
serious mental health is. I mean, I will tell you this: I'm not even on medication. I thought about giving up my life as well. And let me tell you this: what keeps me going is not only because of the grace of God, first of all, but it's the fact that I hear and see the things that you girls do, the stories that you girls share. It's like you girls are
mhm,
such an inspiration, not only just inside the cage but outside because you have something to prove, and that's that never give up mentality. And before I even go to as far as talking about your peak fighting debut, first of all, I am proud of you, first of all.
thank
And second
you.
of all, what you're doing is very, very beautiful. And I believe it doesn't matter if you're an amateur, it doesn't matter if you're going to be pro. It doesn't matter where are at because you have the ability to go in there. It doesn't matter if it's a mat, gym, cage, whatever it is. You go in there and you fight your heart out. And that's something that people need to understand, especially in this time. It's like you're
Mhm.
not machines. You're not just unbreakable warriors. You
Yes.
are human beings. It's like you can't do everything at once. And that's why I always try to encourage anybody, if you're going to an amateur event, show these ladies some love. If you're going to a pro event and they have some amateur fights on there, still yet though, show them the love that they deserve.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've experienced that. I am very like an adrenaline junkie and stuff, and I want to do everything that looks fun. But I learned out the hard way. I got burnt out like so fast within the week. I was like, man, I'm tired. It's like, oh, that's a little too much for me. It's like, okay, now you have to scale some stuff back because that was way too much. Like, yeah, but experience
Yeah.
that.
Oh man, and you know what? I definitely want to just talk about your peak fighting debut. First of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you so
But
much.
second of all, do you have something that shows that your peak fighting debut was not the easiest? It was a little bit on the bloody side. I want to get a chance to ask you what happened that made you cut your finger.
Oh my god.
Like I'm just
Oh,
like,
dude.
because when you showed me the pictures, I was like, well, who did she fought that made her fingers bleed? Like, who did she fought?
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. No, I actually like saw it happen, but I didn't think my finger actually cut open at all. So I went for my hook and it connected to her chin, but it like slid off and her mouth was open. Like she was breathing through her mouth and it slid off right into like the bottom of her teeth. It like scraped it. But and I felt like a sharp pain at first, but I was like, it could have just been like that quick, like because I hit her and it just kind of hurt my knuckles. And then I
Yeah.
see like blood coming on her cheek, and I'm like, what the heck? Where is that coming from? I was like, I know her cheek's not open up, and I just felt like warmth running down my hand. But I didn't want to look down, not because I was scared. I was just like, oh, I don't want to look down and then get popped in the face or something. So it's like, I'll wait until I have to go back to my corner. And then I went back and I looked down and I'm like, oh, dang. It was like all open. And my coach's face was like, and then the cut man was coming and he was like, let me see that cut, girl. But my coaches, like, we were in her hometown. So they didn't want the fight. My coaches and me didn't want the fight to stop just because of my fingers. So I was like, nope, I'm fine. And he grabbed my finger and squeezed it. And he was like, yeah, she's fine. Like, there's nothing here. And he was just like, okay. I was like, boy, I'm not stopping a fight for a finger. And it's so funny because like him and my boyfriend always joke around and like pretend to be like they are really close, but they'll pretend to be like really close and they'll like hug each other and stuff. And I'm always like, ugh. And I like flip the camera off with this finger. And then backstage I was like, man, I don't care. I'm gonna like I will win this fight tonight. I don't care if my finger falls off. Like the karma to myself, and let alone it was the same finger. And I was like,
Oh my
oh man, I
gosh.
didn't literally mean my finger, dude, but it just kind of happened.
Let me just say this. The pictures don't do it justice because when she sent me the photos, I was like, okay, I mean, she got cut, but I didn't think that it'd be something
Oh,
like that. I figured it would have been like
yeah.
the part of the cage. I'm like, oh,
Oh
she
my
caught,
gosh. It
but
was so goofy. Like, it was pretty bad though. At first, the medic came back there and she cleaned it and she was like, "Okay, it's not that bad." But then she like numbed it and everything and like really opened it up and cleaned it. She was like, "Oh, actually, it's pretty bad." She said it got cut all the way down to the tendon. It didn't touch like cut the tendon, thankfully. But I
yeah.
looked down and I swear I could have seen my bone. It was disgusting. That was the first. I've never had stitches until that fight too. So I was kind of like freaking out. I hate needles. So when I saw her going in there, I was like, I don't know about that.
Oh,
And I was numbed up too. I couldn't feel it. But just looking at her doing that, I was like, ew.
oh man, this is probably the most interesting story I've heard all week because it's like you hear fighters because
Oh,
I've had fighters be like, oh yeah, you know what, like I got my finger caught in a cage, I got my finger caught in this.
ew, yeah.
But the fact that it was out of your opponent's mouth, by the way, the teeth,
Oh
and
no.
then you
Yeah.
had to get stitches afterwards, it was just like, you know, I never thought I had a guess to say, oh, I had my big fighting debut, I got to win, but I left with a souvenir, and like,
Oh no. Yeah, that's how it went. Because my coach has like a fighter's bite kind of scar too. But he was like, girl, my finger did not look like yours. He was like, that is a freak accident. He was like, I have never seen nobody's finger like that. So I was like, dang, me neither until now. So it
so, and now, I mean, at least it wasn't the Mike Tyson bite. I mean, you could have had
was.
that. I mean,
Yeah, just takes my finger.
oh
Like,
yeah,
dang. Oh yeah,
oh
I don't
my
know how
gosh.
I'd feel if I saw her do that to my finger. I'd probably freak out. I'd be like, "Dang girl!" I mean,
I mean, like, at least you handled it during the fight, like with class. I mean, at least you didn't like freak out like most fighters would. At least
mm,
it was calm, cool, and collect. But it was after the fight, the cameras are off, and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm getting stitches. That's cool. I'm numb. That's pretty
yeah.
cool.
Oh
But
yeah.
oh my gosh, girl,
I
that
got all to make fun of too, because that girl was like, "Dang girl, you just came out of the cage and you're scared of the little needles." And I was like, "Yeah, girl, I'm scared of the needles." Like, no, the way they look and like
oh
feel, I'm like, not
no,
about
no,
it.
no. Oh my gosh. Well, I know one thing for sure is that your peak fighting debut, you might as well cross off that as far as your checklist. Is there any other
Oh
promotion or any other place you would like to get a chance to go and fight for?
So I'm fighting an IMMAF Pan championship in Monterrey, New Mexico, actually in end of November, and then I have a potential fight coming up with Peak again for the 27th card. The fight has not been confirmed or anything yet, but it's a potential fight.
Yeah.
So
Well, hey, I mean, whatever you do, I mean, just keep your fingers away from anybody,
yes,
please,
sir.
because oh
Oh
my
man.
gosh, I know Peak Fighting has got a lot coming up. I mean, they got a very huge event coming up on September 20th. I
Oh yeah.
believe you saw the rematch between Bridget Garcia and Willow Morton
Oh
for the
man, yeah.
women's amateur title. I
It's gonna be awesome.
do you have anybody that you're keeping an eye on as far as this fight in general?
Not in particular, no. I'm just ready to fight. I mean, this fight that I just had, I just wanted to go out there and show the world a little bit more that I can strike a little bit because everybody's like, "Oh, she's the jujitsu girl, she's the grappler, like she wrestles." And I'm like, "No, I can throw my hands too. Might not be the best or the prettiest, but I can do some damage with my hands." And
And you def
man,
go ahead.
I kind of had to too because I was going for my grappling. I felt fine until she went for it to sweep me. I was gonna scramble, but I felt the my finger like catch the mat, and I felt it pull my skin back, and like I even felt it tear a little bit, and it stung so bad. So I was like, nope, I'm going right back to my striking. I'm gonna have to deal with that in like later fights. Like, you can't let that kind of stuff get to you. But this fight, oh, I've never experienced being cut open like that. So I was like, well, I'm not freaking out. It just hurts bad. So it's like, I guess that's pretty good for not freaking out or anything. But definitely in the future, if I say I'll fight until my finger falls off, I don't care if my finger falls off for real this time. I'm gonna just grapple on and do what I do. So, man.
A- And you know, I mean, talk about this though. I mean, you're 2-0 in your career. I mean, you definitely have a lot of eyes being drawn onto you thanks to the platform that Peak Fighting has had. And my question to you is, there's a lot of people that look up to you, even if you're an amateur. Do you ever kind of hope to inspire other women as far as getting involved with fighting, even if it isn't fighting, just at least try it for once, maybe just as far as the training side?
Oh man, all the time. Like especially the kids in my kids class, I could definitely tell they look up to me. Like they're always saying, "Oh, look, it's Ashy Bashy here," or they'll just want to roll with me and stuff. So I always try and make sure that the kids are taken care of. And I mean, there's other ladies there too. We've kind of joked around and been like, "Oh, are you gonna try it?" And they're like, "No." They don't want to get punched in the face, which is understandable. I respect that. I mean, you have to be a little crazy to be like, man, let's just punch each other in the face. But yeah, I have some kids too that are girls that have been coming to the striking class and they seem to enjoy it a lot. And I hope they just keep coming back and keep learning, keep growing that confidence and just being out there with it. Because as a kid, oh, I know how it feels like because sometimes you don't get taken seriously, or they're just a kid and they'll kind of pawn off. Because I was that kid growing up. Like, luckily, the coaches was with, they were very like, I would be like, no, I'm serious. Like, I want to be a UFC fighter when I grow up. So they would really work with me out of gym hours, like in the morning, because I'm homeschooled. So I think that's very important to me when I see the kids going into the class and stuff because it's like, it was nice for me when I was like younger like them to have somebody who really put the time and effort into somebody who really wants to learn. I think that can get overlooked sometimes. So, yeah.
And I mean, not to mention that too, and this goes to anybody that's watching this live or will watch this later on, is that, and I hear people, tell me stories that they started as far as, trying it out for fitness or trying it
Mhm.
out to lose weight. But the one thing I can say is that, just give it a shot. I mean, if you like it as far as exercise, keep doing it for exercise. But if you want to be able to try something new, then by all means, I mean, this platform, your community is welcome to anybody. I mean, and I will tell you this, it's amazing what a time that we're living in. The fact that we get to see amazing fighters like yourself. I mean,
Thank
back
you.
then, and I will tell you this, back then, amateurs didn't have a platform. I mean, they had to go through the
Mm,
undercards, and now you have the ability to get a chance to go to peak to so many different promotions and
mm.
see how much they take care of their amateur fighters. And do you feel like that you're being taken care of already just after your second fight you've had already?
Yes, sir. Like very, very much so. Anything I need, if I say I need, like, they'll always give me extra work on their own because they're like, girl, you need the extra work. But if I also say, yeah, I want to work extra, like on this day or in 2 hours from now, they'll be like, yeah, like, let's get some more work. If I'm, an extra work can be anything. It could be like, hey, I need my more jujitsu or more striking, or I want to go on a 2 mile run right now. And my training partner Hope, she'll go on runs with me and she'll like do extra work. Her and my coach, like they're just always there, always. What
I
with
really
whatever I need, even if it's not that, even if I'm just like coming in the gym one day and I look kind of bummed, they're always like what's wrong? Like let's go talk, let's see what's happening right now and clear the air because their main thing with me is they want to make sure I'm just staying focused, staying humble always, like being like just in the game. With this, you can get seriously hurt in this game. Amateur, pro, like whatever. Like you're not just going in there and you're not just fighting. Like the other girl wants to take your head off. You have to understand that and mentally prepare for those situations so you don't freak out or get sporadic to where that costs you. So I think it's very important. But my coaches have done great justice for me, so I appreciate them a lot.
And I definitely do appreciate you because one thing I can tell you is though is that you definitely got a plenty of support from your family. I mean, shoot, I
Hmm.
mean, and I'm gonna bring this comment back up again from Ava, but I mean, you see the support you're getting from so many people like Ava and so many others, and it's very,
Oh
very
yeah.
beautiful to see. It's like we all have that support system, and I really do admire that. And shout out to everybody who is supporting you. Now, this is gonna be a very strict question. This is my last question. I ask all the fighters this, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alrighty. So at the end of the day, we all want to be recognized for something that we do in the sport. Me, I just want to be recognized as that one cheesy interviewer who gives the platform to amazing fighters like yourself. But as a fighter, you want to be recognized for something different. So my question to you is, what's something you want to be recognized for during your time of fighting?
Man, I want people to like just be like that girl, she's dangerous. Like she has that grit. She doesn't care if her finger falls off. Like she's just in there and does not give up. She's just sharp, technical. Like I want to be that fighter that just everybody knows like she's dangerous, but also like outside of the cage, she's like a nice person. Like I could go up to her and like ask a question, and she won't look at me all like two faced. She'll like just be up and honest and answer your questions, or just train with you. Like definitely open to training with everybody. I get my friends all the time saying like, "Hey, when are you coming down to train?" or "Do you want to do this open mat with me and stuff?" And I'm down to train with whoever, whenever, as long as it's just good training. Take it serious because the biggest thing with fighting is time. You can't waste your time in this. There's only so much time. You blink and you're like 25. I want to be a young champ. I want to retire with the belt at 25, not be going for the belt at 25.
And I really feel like that, with how you're starting to where you're now, I believe that we're seeing just the beginning of, Ashley to Bashy. And I will tell you this, it's very beautiful to see how much you have grown. You're 2-0, and I believe you got many great things coming your way. And of course, you have another comment from Miss Ava. She said, Ashley, she's a badass.
Oh
She is a
my
badass.
god.
I like this synergy.
Yeah.
I like the synergy. Ava, I swear, I feel like Ava would be the one girl in your corner with a foam finger and be like, "Come on, Ashley the Bashy, don't break your finger this time."
Oh yeah. She be that one. Oh yeah. She
Oh my,
yeah. Oh my
go
gosh.
ahead. Oh my gosh, I love this.
uh,
Like not only is she the first person all week, I've had three interviews. She's the
mm,
first person to comment. She's the first person I know to bring this type of energy. Like
oh
this
my
is the
gosh.
like I'm telling
Awesome.
you what. If you have a wing woman, this is it. This is it
Oh
right
yeah,
here.
she'd be the one recording saying bite her finger. And I'd be like, girl, I don't know about that. uh,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
oh.
And you know what? Get ready because I this is what I do in all my interviews for having you on here. First of all, I'm not worthy. First of all, I'm not worthy. And of course, guys, if you want to get a chance to follow Miss Ashley the Bashy, please go follow her at Ashley_Bashy as going maziol. I'm telling you right now, I am very proud of you. I am very excited. And I feel like we've had such a great time. We've had a lot of
Thank
great
you.
laughs. We've had a lot of great stories. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I feel like that for anybody who is not making Ashley the Bashy merch, TMH, I'm talking to you guys. I mean, I feel like the best is yet to come. I feel like there's more greatness within you, and you're
Thank
just getting
you.
started. And I'm gonna tell you all this right now. If you're in the amateur level, if you guys are wanting a fighter like Ashley, get her because I'm telling you right now, she is without doubt not only just the most amazing fighter that you know today, but just from all the fighters I've seen, you have the biggest heart I've ever seen, and
Thank
it's very very
you.
beautiful. It's
Thank
very very
you.
beautiful.
Ooh, this has been a
Uh,
fun interview. I was excited for it today. I was like, oh, I'm excited for the interview. Like, when is it coming? And then I saw my mom post it on my Instagram, like, interview in 2 hours. And I was like, oh man, I look like a crackhead. I gotta get ready. Like, I was excited. Super excited.
And I was telling my friend Becca this because all week
Mhm.
long, I mean, just you're not only my third, my last interview of the week, but I've had work. As you can tell, I'm fighting with
Mhm.
sickness, but I was not gonna miss this for the world because fighters like you deserve this platform to be able to share your story, and I believe what you're doing is very incredible. And just thank you so much for taking time out of your busy
Thank
schedule.
you.
Thank you so much for just being such an amazing human being. Guys, I'm gonna hype this up one more time. Follow her. Let's get her up to 2,000. Let's go ahead and get to so many followers that yet the world will see how much of an amazing fighter she is. And before we go, do you have any final thoughts or comments you want to say before we hop off here?
Man, no, just thank you guys. Like it's been a journey for sure since I was like a 12-year-old girl. I didn't even know what UFC was until my dad was like, do you want to watch the fights? And I was like, what the heck is that? First girl I saw was Valentina Shevchenko. She is definitely my idol. I look up to her so much. Like just the way she carries herself as a person, the way she fights, like she's just she's just an icon. I look at her and I'm like, yep, I want to be exactly like that girl. So it's just been a journey growing up, seeing how I'm progressing as an athlete and as a person. It's been a blessing. It really has, great people coming into my life, like biggest support group here down here in H Town, you know. It's just amazing. Like I'm so blessed to have parents to support me and just be there and help me with funds for this sport. So many parents would look at you and laugh and be like, "You're not gonna be a fighter. I don't want that. Like, you're gonna get all banged up." But my parents, like, they could see the potential in how hard I work, how hard they work for me to be able to do this, and I'm serious about this. So and biggest support and thanks to my sponsor, Akidaima. Whenever you guys get a chance, go check out their shop. They just released the baddest backpacks ever. I swear, you guys, like, you guys are gonna like them a lot. Their sets are killer. I mean, the comfiest sets I probably have ever worn. Like, especially for you women out there that don't want like to wear leggings that are see through. Everything's double lined. Like, it's appropriate. It's like woman cut too, so you guys are gonna like it. Go
You
check out
know,
their shop.
and and I will say this before we hop up here is that I've never seen a state like the way Texas have who has
Mhm.
made so many fighters that I've seen just doing incredible things. I mean, I'm wearing one of them right now, live
Oh, what
merely.
the heck? Mhm.
Yeah, to Alyssa Maladonado. I'm not trying to misbutcher her name. To
Mhm.
so many fighters, and now Ashley Debashi. I'm telling you right now, Texas. Everything's big in Texas, but yet the fight is probably the biggest I've ever seen in Texas,
Oh
and
man, yeah.
it's incredible. It's just like if y'all ever get a chance to go down to Texas, not only do they have peak fighting, I mean it's like they have combat sports coverage. They have so many things for not only just in
So
the
many
fighting.
promotions. Oh yeah.
It's insane.
We have
It's like
Fury out here, like everything, Elevate, Fury, CSC, sports coverage, Submission Hunter Pro. Oh my gosh, just so many. Like we've had the ADCCs come not to Houston, but like Austin area, Dallas. Like it's been a big thing. Everybody comes out here. So,
and it's like it makes me jealous because I live in West Virginia. I'm from West Virginia,
oh
and
wow. Mhm.
there ain't really much compared to Texas. It's like, I think of Texas as like the fight capital. Forget Vegas. Nah, Texas is literally the fight capital.
Oh man, yeah. Like every
Like,
time I
oh my,
travel, because I have ADCCs coming up also, I really want to do the West Coast trials. And like every time I travel to a different ADCC, like I'm like, dang, like they have very good gyms out there to train at and stuff, but not very many. So you're kind of like, man, like where am I gonna train at and stuff? But Texas, dude, you could search up gyms near me, and there's like 100 around you.
is that your
So
dogs?
yeah. So every time the neighbors go out there and mow and stuff, or just walk their little Pomeranian, they go crazy. And I'm like, good heavens,
Oh
guys,
my
come on.
gosh.
Gosh.
Well, that's definitely the funniest way to ever end an interview is just to have dogs barking over a little itty bitty dog. That's just crazy.
Oh yeah, man.
Well, guys, if you guys like what you see and more, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel because, unfortunately, with Instagram, you gotta have 1,000 followers just to go live, which is pretty crazy. But yet,
Yeah.
it's the will and desire, just like with Ashley, the will and desire to never give up, even if you end up cutting your own finger in the most weirdest way ever. So, and but I will tell you this though, the heart and determination definitely sits in on Ashley for sure, guys. Go give her a follow, and if you guys want to see, go subscribe because we have a lot more coming. Ashley, God bless you. Definitely keep me up to date as far as how life goes. You definitely have a new supporter in me. It has definitely been a very big blessing to have you on here. Thank your mom for allowing us to have this interview
Thank you
because
guys so much. Yeah, it's been
it's
awesome being here with you, being able to talk about all this crazy stuff, but it's definitely been interesting. I definitely love it. So thank you for the opportunity.
Hey, you definitely deserve the opportunity. But hey, until then, guys, for Miss Ashley, I am Jake, not from State Farm, and we'll see you guys next time.